Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 10. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Okay peeps, so I've been out of the loop for a while. I ended up at the hospital. I wasn't feeling well. I'm still not feeling well, but it's been a while and I need to get these videos done. So let's just get into it. So episode 10 starts out right where we left off. They kind of rewound and we watched the whole thing with Erika and Denise again. All I can say about that is Denise just wasn't ready. You know what I mean? Erika is one of those housewives that if you're going to come for her, you better have your arsenal ready. I hate to use the word arsenal after all that arsenal talk over at New Jersey last season, but some housewives are able to just come off the cuff and say whatever the hell it is they're thinking and be clear about it and clear someone. Denise is not that lady. You brought your children up. You wanted to have the conversation. Erika did not want to have the conversation, but you brought it out of her. And like she said, do you not know her? You know she's going to go all the way to hell and back to make you feel and look like an idiot. And that's exactly what she did. Do I agree with bringing up the children? No, I don't. But Sammy is an adult and Denise wanted that conversation, so she got what she asked for. That's all I can say. I laughed extremely hard when Kim cracked up and left. Kim said, "No ma'am, I am on my kumbaya. You guys are not going to drain my happy. I am in a good space in my life and I'm not here for it. So I'm just going to go on home." And she left. Now when Denise brings up Erika and the $20 million, you know, Erika says that she's not a part of that case anymore, which by the way, I did see that a judge said that Tom is lying about his condition, that he is not as bad off as he is alluding to be. According to this article I seen, it says LA federal judge says Tom Girardi is feigning mental illness. Honey, listen, I believe it, because those last couple seasons that we seen Tom on the show, he seemed very quick-witted. Okay, he was telling his stories of John Wayne and hugging Erika and congratulating her on her Roxy show and all of that other stuff. I think that Tom is absolutely clear-minded. Anyway, like I said, I haven't been paying attention to Erika's part of this. However, I still don't have any sympathy for Erika when Denise brings it up, because even if Erika did not know that she was spending other people's money, those victims' money, she still didn't have any sympathy for those people. She would not figure out a way through her attorneys on how to apologize to those people. She didn't want to give up those $700,000 earrings. So, you know what? Miss me with that shit. The only thing that she was concerned about was the fact that she had to downsize and nobody was catering to her every damn need. No, ma'am. Anyway, moving on. Now, Kyle bringing up the fact that children should be off limits, and then the rest of the girls saying, well, why didn't you say something? Well, listen, her coming back and making herself the victim, saying, you guys didn't stick up for me. Nobody stuck up for me. Well, my question to you, Kyle, is when is a woman over 50 a child? This conversation was about the children. You are not a child. Not only that, you should be able to stick up and back up your damn self. On top of all of that, what about all the other times that you and the force got together and was all over somebody else? Are you shitting me? There should not be two separate rules for you. When you are the one in the spotlight and people are looking at you, everybody in the group should say, oh no, don't do that. It's Kyle. But when Sutton is being bullied and attacked, I never see you jump in to try to coddle her. And when you do, it's usually fake, because everything that she tells you, you run off and tell the rest of the girls. So no ma'am, miss me with that whole damn conversation. You are not the victim here. Now, Garcelle does say, I didn't defend Kyle when Sutton was questioning the marriage, which, listen, Kyle is including you too, Garcelle, because you were a part of the conversation about the ring or gifts, you know, when you cheat. But anyway, she says the reason she didn't defend Kyle is because she had questions too. We all do. You know, recently we've seen her traipsing all over the town with that Morgan lady. We even seen her, Morgan, and Kathy hanging out. Listen, if you and Morgan are a couple, just say that. I mean, it's really not my damn business. And I really don't care. I really don't give a damn. But still, it's all over the press. Mauricio with his dance partner from Dancing with the Stars, which I really like her. She's a sweetheart. Anyway, are they dating? We don't know. Do we care though? Seriously, good God, I'm sick of it. Moving on. Now, Crystal, listen. She's still pissed off at Erika. She says Erika has not changed. She went for the kids or whatever. Listen, Crystal, I like you and all, but you are not given this season. And number two, I think that Erika has changed a little bit. Is it a real true change? Probably not. I think she switched up because her new management team has probably told her, ma'am, we need a softer side to you. And two, she wants the public to start to like her. And three, she does not have her pit bull, Lisa Rinna, to back her up. So I think that is possibly why she has decided to tone it down. So I don't think she's changed completely, but I do think she has made some improvements that'll probably be temporary. Anyway, moving on. We see Garcelle on the phone with her son. He's at his dad's house, laying in his room, in his bed with Ashlyn. That is a no-go. That is a no-go. Nope. You and Ashlyn look real cute out here in the family room watching TV. Get the hell out that bedroom. I know he's at his daddy's house, but the way I would have told him to get the hell out of that bedroom, and I would have called his daddy and said, listen, buddy, we've got two teenagers up in the bed watching TV. Is that door open? Are you walking by occasionally? What is happening here? Get them out on the couch. When I was growing up, you had to entertain boys in the living room on the couch. Because you best believe my parents were only 3 steps off to the side in the dining room, watching and I-spying and listening. I'm just saying. Damn, parents are not like they used to be. We see Dorit and we see her daughter. And, all I would say is, and I say this every time, I love Dorit's kids. Dorit's children are so cute. They're so sweet. I'm just saying, their mama, she pisses me off, but I really like the kids. So Erika tells Dorit what happened afterwards, and she explains that, her and Denise got into this argument, and she brought up Sammy's OnlyFans, and Dorit was gagged. Okay, she was laughing about it. And I said, well, that's on par. Dorit laughs when other people's children are brought up. Now, let somebody bring up her cute kids. It'll be a problem. I'm just saying. Now, Erika thinks that Dorit didn't do this on purpose. She thinks that now that Dorit has been told and she knows that she'll do better. But I don't buy it. I don't buy it because even right before last week's episode aired, Dorit went online posting pictures talking about she's happily in her bubble. Then she posted pictures with her black friend. And I said, oh, that's what we doing? I've never seen any black people on your social media before. I mean, I don't follow her, but I do, check it out every once in a while just for entertainment purposes. And that's the first time I've seen a black person on her page. So I don't know if she really wants to do better. It's a difference. Now, Garcelle has a conversation with Sutton. And, Garcelle says that after the situation with Dorit, she was really upset. She cried herself to sleep. She woke up the next morning and she still did not feel better. Sutton tells her that she appreciates that she stood up for herself, and she understands that she's really upset because Dorit said that she attacked her. Now, Dorit has gotten into arguments with other housewives on the show, and she has told them, you're attacking me. But she has never gotten to the point where she screams and yells as loud as she does when she's talking to Garcelle. And she also throws out there that Garcelle is aggressive, and that's not appropriate. Going to Kyle and saying, Kyle, you're attacking me, or Lisa, you're attacking me, or Sutton, you're attacking me, is totally different than saying that Garcelle is attacking you, and also saying that Garcelle is aggressive, and also not thinking about this woman's feelings at any point. Now, everybody on the cast is supposed to be supportive of you and your PTSD from your robbery, but you were not supportive of Garcelle and her children getting death threats. She should get over it. That is something that takes a very long time to get over it when people are out here who are lunatics harassing your children online and saying that they're going to kill them or whatever. Ma'am, it takes a little bit to get over that. The same way it takes a little bit for you to get over being robbed. You know, I was robbed at gunpoint once, and let me tell you, I was out of my damn mind. This person saw me leaving my job, which this was when I was a little bit younger and I was a manager of a Blockbuster Video. Now, some of you are so young, you probably don't even know what the hell Blockbuster Video was, but let me just tell you, Blockbuster Video was a thing. That was the place that was lit every Friday and Saturday with people standing around. Can you check the Dropbox? I mean, Blockbuster was it. Anyway, I met a lot of nice people in the Blockbuster. Anyway, this is not even, oh my God. Anyway, one morning I was opening the store. I was the manager, and I seen this guy sitting on a bench at the bus stop. And I said, dang, that's odd. I've never seen anybody sit at this bus stop this time of the morning. And so I went into the store, locked the door behind me. I collected the bag that we take to the bank to drop it in the drop slot. And on my way to go out the door, I said to myself, I wonder if that guy is up to something. And I just let it out of my head. I came out the store, locked the door, and walked to my car. By the time I got my hand on my car door handle, the guy had a pistol to my head. Not a pistol, but you know, one of them revolvers. Okay, it didn't have the long thing. Anyway, the man had a revolver at my head, and he said, "Give me the money, bitch." And I turned around and I stared at the guy, and I said, "Are you robbing me?" And he stared back at me, and I said, "Are you fucking robbing me?" And he was like, "Give me the money, bitch." And he grabbed the bag and took off running. I don't know what made me confront him. I have no idea what the hell happened. I stood there in total shock and panic. And then I just kept standing there saying to myself, somebody has to call the police. Then I went into the store, locked myself in, and paced for about 3 minutes saying somebody's got to call the police, until I realized, damn it, I have to call the police. I'm the only one here. That situation has never left me. The fact that I could have been killed. Why didn't I just give him these people's money? This ain't none of my damn money. And, you know, I understand that Dorit was absolutely frightened out of her mind, especially because her children were there. But you have to give grace to other people in their situations as well. And Dorit sometimes forgets that. Or does she? So Sutton then meets up with this matchmaker who I would have fired. After that date with Sal, I would have fired that woman. Anyway, Sutton tells her that she didn't really like the guy, but the guy somehow really likes Sutton. Then the matchmaker is going to tell her that the guy kind of got the impression that Sutton didn't like him, and maybe she needs to start doing X, Y, and Z. Ma'am, that's the impression she was given. She's not interested. She already told you that. I mean, geez, get a clue. Anyway, Sutton goes out with another guy, and listen, I liked him. Okay, I would hang out with that dude. I really would. First of all, he's tall and he was attractive. He says that he likes true crime. He listens to podcasts. He likes to do a little karaoke. Me too. Listen, Sutton, he took your phone number. This should be another date. I'm hoping that this works out. And if it doesn't, fella, call me. I'm just saying. He didn't talk about his mama not once. And also, when she was talking about his playlist, she says, I have no idea what this song Nookie is. Honey, let me tell you, I know every word of that song. When that song came out, listen, I kept Limp Bizkit's CD on repeat. Every song on that CD was amazing in my opinion. You know, she did it all for the Nookie. I'm just saying, I love that song. I'm going to have to listen to that after this. Anyway, so at some point, Kim shows up and I said, well, shit, we have seen Kim and the matchmaker more times than we have seen Anne Marie, and somehow Anne Marie ended up with a diamond. Who the hell is passing out these diamonds? Because no, she is not working for me, and I think she should be a one-season wonder like Diane. And also, whoever decided that it was a good idea to hand her a diamond, please find new employment. Anyway, when Kim gets there, Kyle is wearing this hummingbird necklace, and she said after she had her argument with Kim in that limo in season 1, the next day she found a hummingbird, and it just reminded her of her mom. And I totally get that. Somebody very important in my life passed away, and whenever I see a cardinal, I think about them. And I have a grandma that died, and every time I think about her, for some reason I see ladybugs. And so I always think that that's her somehow letting me know that she loves me. And so I totally get it. Kyle gave the necklace to Kim, and I thought that was super cute. I really loved it. So Kim was trying to figure out what's going on between Kathy and Kyle, and if there's any way they can bridge the gap and come back together as sisters, because she's got her daughter's wedding coming up. She doesn't want any crap, and because they're sisters and she wants them to be happy. Now Kim doesn't know all the details, but she was trying to get the details out of Kyle. She says, do you hold any responsibility in this situation? And Kyle wanted to cut the woman off. She said, well, you don't know all the details. We'll just talk about it later. No, let's talk about it now, Kyle. You don't want to talk about it now because you don't want to own your part. Now, what I've learned from this conversation with the three of them, they are 3 sisters. I have 2 sisters, so it's the 3 of us. Now, we fuss, we fight, we always do, but we don't ever let time pass when we are not speaking, seeing, and our children are not speaking and seeing each other. That's what sisters do. We back each other up. We are there for each other in the good times and the bad times. When I am not feeling well, which I have not been feeling well for a while, both of my sisters was on deck, along with my mom, at the hospital with me and asking questions and, can I get you this? Can I get you that? How are you feeling this morning? That's what sisters do. We back each other up. We support each other. We stand strong together. Kathy and Kim and Kyle, they belong together. They love each other, but they do not communicate very well. I think that they all need to go into therapy, separately and together. One thing that I will say is Kathy does a lot of, I am the queen, everyone bow to me, and that is not how life works, at least not in my damn head and not in my family. Now, granted, me and my family have nowhere near as much money as Kyle, Kim, and Kathy. Nowhere near it. Okay? We just regular people. But you do what you want to do over there in your Hilton kingdom. But you don't run shit over here in the Kyle Richards house. Kyle should be able to live her life however she wants to live it. She should be able to do and say whatever it is that she needs to do and say. However, she should try to respect Kathy, and Kathy should really try to respect Kyle and her family. Kim needs that same love and respect. I think that they all just need to calm the hell down. They need to come together as sisters and try to work it out. It seems that Kim was saying that when her mom died, she was angry with her mom. She's devastated about it. She was brought to tears, which brought me to tears. Listen, Kim, I am absolutely positive that your mom knew you loved her. And I am absolutely positive that your mom loves you. And I am absolutely positive that she is with you every day. All 3 of you. She is probably with the 3 of you thinking, why can't my girls get together? Why can't my girls just be happy for each other and support each other? I would be thinking, what are we doing? Would mom be happy with this? Would she be okay with this? Now, Kyle made some kind of comments about their mom, being strict or yelling or something. Now listen, honey, in my opinion, I think that Kyle was dropping a few hints that mama was a little wicked from time to time. But listen, she says that she doesn't like it when Kathy yells at her. She's quiet, she's peaceful. Nobody yells in her house, nobody yells in her family, and it really bothers her and disturbs her. And they showed that flashback of her yelling at Kim and then stepping over in Kim's face in that limo. And I said, I think you yell a little. Yeah, I think that's not all the way true. But you know what? These sisters have got to get it together. And I need this to not be the storyline every season that Kyle and her sisters are not working out. I also think that one of the reasons that we're seeing so much of Kim is because Kathy was not dealing with Kyle during the time of filming, and because Sutton made that comment that she lost both of her sisters. Otherwise, I don't think we would be seeing Kim so much. Bravo people who passing out diamonds, please remove Anne Marie's diamond and just go on and slide it to Kim. That's all. Now, Crystal and her family, honey, listen, I love to see Crystal and her kids. Her and her husband, you know, the director of The Lion King, and those kids are so cute. I love how they were able to intertwine both of their cultures and customs. I think they're a beautiful couple, a beautiful family. However, I am not here for let's talk about my brother and his failed engagement. You know, this is not a storyline. We don't know your brother, and I personally myself, I'm speaking for myself, peeps, I don't give a shit. Okay? Leave him and his ex-fiance to figure it out. I don't give a damn. Now, Crystal did make some kind of comment about how she feels about her weight. Listen, I understand. I have been skinny, middle, and fat. Skinny, middle, and fat. That's just the cycle of my life. Skinny, middle, fat. I am on a roller coaster of unhealthy eating habits and stress eating. That's what I do. And I need some mental health help. But anyway, I have been in several situations where I am with my friends, I'm at a heavier weight, and they are not, and they are looking snatched and gorgeous from head to toe, and I feel like Humpty Dumpty, who is just about to fall over. You know what I mean? And it hurts. It crushes you. I feel Crystal for what she's saying. But I think that whenever I see Crystal, I think she's gorgeous. I think her body is beautiful. I think she is an amazing person. But you have to see it in yourself. I'm going to let you in on something. I was talking to my little sister today, and I told her that I just feel fat. And my sister said, do you even know where you originally started from? What size you are now? That is not fat. You are not fat. And she just came right out and said, you know, Pia, I really think you need to see somebody about your weights, like about your thoughts, your images of who you are and what you look like, because you act like you're, 500 pounds and you're not. And when she said that, it clicked, and I thought, this is probably what Crystal is going through as well. But it is true, and I am going to see somebody because, at one point, I'm not posting pictures, you can believe it. At one point, I was like 350 pounds. I've come a long way from that. But when I see me in pictures or on videos, I see myself as still 350 pounds. It's in my mind. Anyway, let's just move on from this before this ends up being a emotional wreck, crying fit video. So yeah, just gone. I'm gone. Now, Crystal was saying something about the girls want her to yell. No, they don't. They don't want you to yell, but they do want you to participate in conversations. You're getting a check for it. That's all I'm saying. Now, Garcelle meets up with Dorit.
Certain words, when you point them at me, it has a complete different impact. You have to know who you're dealing with. There are 3 words you don't say to black women. You don't say aggressive, you don't say attack, and you don't say angry. Because that's labeling us. So I'm not here to educate you. That's not my job. I don't have the bandwidth to do it. But I feel like you need to be aware of who you're talking to and when you're talking to them and what you say.
Awkward silence where they didn't know if they wanted to look at the menu, order something, or anything. I mean, it was ridiculous. Now, I realized that this meetup between Dorit and Garcelle had a lot of people upset. Dorit's fans were on social media being very vocal about their disdain for Garcelle. Garcelle's fans were on social media being very vocal about their disdain for Garcelle, and everyone is entitled to their opinions, and I want you peeps to get down in the comments and give me your opinion as well. I talked to a couple of the peeps for my last video and my opinions and comments about Dorit, and I have to say, after speaking to them and then watching some previous clips from past seasons and then seeing this conversation, I think that Dorit does know what she's doing and saying, and she just doesn't care. I think that she doesn't like Garcelle, so she goes about using microaggressions and being passive aggressive towards Garcelle. Because you cannot tell me in 2023 that people do not know that calling a black woman angry, aggressive, and saying that they attacked you is not offensive. You have to know that. I do realize that housewives do say, you attacked me. They use that, they use that a lot. But Dorit always seems to do that when Garcelle is talking to her. And she's always, well, you're yelling at me. You've raised your voice. Garcelle's using the same level tone that she had when the conversation started. I think that any time that Garcelle has had a conversation with Dorit and she didn't agree with Dorit, or Dorit didn't agree with what Garcelle was saying, she feels attacked. And that's not being attacked. You know, Garcelle saying that Dorit has unconscious Karen behavior. Listen, I don't know if it's unconscious or not, but the behavior is a little Karen-esque. I mean, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. The comments, the post on social media right after she saw the episode and Garcelle said Dorit was living in a bubble, she went and posted about being in a bubble. You know, Garcelle saying that Dorit is privileged, then Dorit coming back saying that Garcelle is privileged. I'm going to say, as black people, we are not privileged. We are not. This might offend some people, and peeps, please don't be offended. I love each and every one of you. I don't care, you know, where you come from, what your background is. I love all of you. But as a black woman who walks around in this world, I don't feel that I have privilege. I also don't love it when I am just trying to voice my thoughts and my opinion and someone says that I'm angry or I'm aggressive. That is not true. I think that every human being that walks the earth should be able to voice their concerns and share their opinions and emotions without being labeled angry, aggressive, and attacking. That is not true. We are not attacking. We are just trying to be heard. And sometimes in a room full of housewives, where everyone's voice is raised, sometimes you have to raise yours a little bit higher so that people will listen and hear you. Just because someone's voice may raise does not mean they are attacking you. It just means that they are talking a little too damn loud. So what you should do in that point is say, hey, I hear you. You know, let's both lower our tone. You don't have to, you know, you're attacking me. Cut it. You know, I still have not forgotten that, you know, in season 11, Dorit called Garcelle a bully because Garcelle didn't agree with what Dorit was saying. Garcelle is not a bully. You know, not once did she ever say that Erika or Lisa Rinna was a bully. Not once. But Garcelle was a bully. That was out of pocket. You know, they showed the flashback of Dorit talking about the multicultural people that work at her house. Garcelle was a bit concerned. It's like, are people of color the only people that work for you? And then she says, my mom's best friend is black. We hear that a lot from certain people. I'm just saying. The thing about this is outside of the treatment that Dorit does with Garcelle, I like Dorit. I like her family. I think she brings something to the show. I think she's got a great sense of humor. I love her style. I just don't like the way she treats Garcelle. It is different. If you are honest with yourself and you start from the beginning when Garcelle joined the show through now, you see there is a difference in their friendship, in their relationship. And I think that Dorit knows that she is doing something that is not okay. I think that if Dorit really paid attention to what Garcelle was telling her, they could actually become friends. They could work through this. But Dorit can't walk through the world with blinders on. I think that she's one of those people that will pretend that she doesn't understand in order for you to let her get away with her behavior. I think that she purposely does not want to get it. And I agree with Garcelle. It is not her job to teach Dorit anything. Grab a book. Talk to that black friend that you posted on social media. I don't know. I'm just thinking, you know, people were upset with Garcelle because she didn't want to have the conversation. Then when she did have the conversation, people were upset with Garcelle again. I just think that Dorit just needs to be a little more educated. I don't think that being direct is aggressive. I don't think standing up for a friend is aggressive. I think that Dorit could do better. And if she really wanted to be held accountable during their time talking, she would have just accepted it and said, you know what, Garcelle? I didn't know using the word attack would hurt you like this. I'm sorry that I made you cry, and I'm telling you that I'm going to do better. I'm going to learn. My thing is this: Bravo makes a lot of money off of all these women. Bravo has so many shows, and I want to know, why doesn't Bravo have a diversity class once or twice a year? Why are there so many incidents with the Bravo housewives? Why aren't there more emphasis on being diverse and being kind to each other, being respectful of each other's cultures, each other's thoughts? Let people be who they are. I'm not saying that Dorit needs to take any shit off of Garcelle. I'm not saying that. But why can't they all just learn how to accept that some things are just different? I mean, Erika seems to understand it. Anyway, peeps, I'm tired and I need to get off of here. But get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.